We got Dr. Jen Caudle with us on all these developments. And Doctor, every time I talk to you, we always have some breaking news developments, and you flawlessly are able to address them with little or no warning. I gave you no warning here. So what do you make of what has at least been tentatively decided in the New York area, the Northeast, some of the biggest states in the country, certainly in the case of New York and New Jersey, the hardest hit with these virus cases in the country, to push this getting back to, work for another couple of weeks?
I'm perfectly fine with it. I think it's a good idea. I'm one of the people who lives in these states. I live in Pennsylvania, and we know what's happening here on the East Coast. I agree with it. Neil, we talk every week about this issue, and it scares me. It really, really scares me. The talk about getting back without seemingly well thought out discussion about how we're going to do it and how we're going to do it safely. That is the name of the game. And nobody is saying that we can't and shouldn't get back. And of course, our economy, we need it. Our people need jobs, but we also have to protect lives. And we've got to save lives. And we know that social distancing and these measures really do that. It's important. And Neil, I agree with it. I really do.
Doctor, it's always a delicate balance, as you've reminded me. But if you think about it, I don't want to put it in crass terms. We're simply saying when we go back, how much hardship or potential increase in cases, even deaths, can we endure or can be justified to get the economy back? It's a tough choice, but that's really what it comes down to, right? I mean, you don't want to, obviously, a serious spike in cases, but is it your sense that we will get, no matter when we get back to work, that we will see a spike in cases?
Well, Neil, I really actually think you put that quite well. It's a hard thing to put into words, and it's kind of astonishing to hear, right? But you're really sort of encapsulating it quite appropriately. What's the balance? How much are we willing to lose? And that's what's so wrong about this, in my opinion. That is the problem with this. Now, we do think that we're going to have coronavirus cases that go well into the future. It's not going to suddenly just stop. But this is what my problem is. And it almost feels like a very odd dichotomy. Like, for example, here in Pennsylvania, I live in Philadelphia, right? And Pennsylvania has just now released an order that for all essential businesses, for customers and workers that go into essential businesses, all have to be wearing masks. So on one hand, we are still ramping up in this country protective sort of guidelines and protocols. But at the same time, there are other parts and other people talking about getting back to work. There's a very odd sort of confusing dichotomy with that. Not that we can't and aren't supposed to be getting back to work, but we're literally still trying, and in the thick of things, trying to save people's lives and trying to turn this thing around. Now, we can do it, but I think we need more time, and we certainly need more protective measures in place to be able to get back into work at a later time.
That's very profound, Doctor. I hadn't thought of that, but you're quite right. In the middle of all of this, we are in states like New York and your Pennsylvania and elsewhere, New Jersey, where I live. I mean, they're talking about now, everyone wearing masks. So in the middle of that, why would you rush back? It is a weird conundrum. Doctor, thank you very, very much, and much appreciated.
Thank you.